All right, it's 7:20, right on time.
Yes.
Let's go to the phones.
Mayor Mike Victorino. Good
Good.
morning, sir.
Hello and good morning to everyone.
Hey, we wanted to ask you first off before we talk about anything else. How are you doing? How are you coping with all the stress? Because we care about you, you
Yeah,
know?
I know, and I appreciate and a lot of people do. And the prayers and the good wishes helps an awful lot. In fact, somebody yesterday dropped off a basket to my home
Oh,
to say thank you, and it really feels good because there's a lot of critics out there. There's a lot of Monday morning quarterbacks out there that know better, can do get better solutions, even though they don't come up with any, and feel that I'm being draconian right now, and that I'm
oh.
robbing them of their civil rights, and that's the last thing we've been doing. It's really to protect the safety and health of all of the people in Maui County, even those uh, rascals, if you want to use that term, or
Knuckleheads.
knuckleheads.
I
I
like
was
that.
trying to be nice
Idiots.
this morning. Okay, you said it. That don't want to obey or feel like they're invulnerable or invincible and that they can't get sick. And those are the ones I worry most about because if they get it, they'll spread it to others very quickly. This disease, this COVID-19, is not something to play with. We don't know enough about it to say it's going to affect certain people certain ways and how it, other than contact, the spread is very, very, unknown at this time.
Mhm.
And so we want everyone to understand we're doing this for their well-being. And if they don't, then like you said earlier, that's a knucklehead. And what else can I do but impose rules to stop them?
Right.
So, will there be any more curfews in the future?
Well, we're going to come out this afternoon at 4 o'clock, and we'll be announcing whether we continue or not.
Okay.
But surprising, last night I was on a Zoom meeting with Hana, Molokai, and Lanai. And a couple of Lanaians said they would like a curfew from 8 o'clock
Wow.
to 5.
No more nothing to do on Lanai.
Well, I'm not going to say that, but yeah, I thought, whoa, that's pretty stiff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I remember because I picked Pineapple 2 summers there and worked there a few times with Combined Insurance. That when the whistle went off at 7 o'clock, pretty much everything in the town closed. There was no place to eat. There was no place to go grab a drink. Pretty much everything closed. And I remember even Hotel Lanai. If you weren't in by 7:30, you didn't eat unless you ordered ahead. So
Oh my
it actually was a routine that a lot of the seniors and people that have lived there all their life can remember back from the plantation days. Although many of the young people have long forgotten it, but some of the seniors there, and it was from a senior a couple of seniors who mentioned that to me. I said, "Whoa, I have not thought about that." So I'm going to consider that for Lanai. If they would really want that, if the citizens want that, I'll consider that for them. If they feel comfortable with 8 o'clock curfew, we can do it because it's a separate island. If I do anything for Maui, it has to be Maui. Molokai and Lanai, it has to be done for the entire island. Can't be just one side or the other. Yeah.
Well, we
Right.
hope it stays at 0 over there for sure.
Well, I think that's their concern. It's 0 right now, and they want to keep it
Yes.
0. We hope to get test swabs to them. The governor promised that last night that he would get some to them, and so we're hoping that they'll get some. And I've worked and asked and have gotten no results. So maybe their personal plea to the governor, who is also on the call, will help.
Now, what is your opinion on that whole change.org petition to remove the top management officials at Maui Memorial Hospital?
I got to be honest with you. I'm not taking a position. I see things that are, that have gone wrong. I mean, easy 2020 is hindsight is 2020, and I've never been wrong looking back at life, right?
Right.
Right.
But it is really up to the administration to figure this out. I mean, we've sent them mass, and we support what their intent, and the intent is to protect the well-being and health of the healthcare providers, the nurses, the doctors, the staff that are there. And if they're not, then I really have a problem with that. And I believe there's more and more situations coming up that they need to address because we need to do testing there. Today, in fact, a a number of patients and other healthcare providers that were in the at the hospital that had contact with that positive case are being tested today. And so we're trying to make sure we contain any more of the cluster that may exist in the hospital. So as far as my answer to that is, it is really not in my realm other than to say they need to correct what they've done. If they don't, then let the cookie crumble with me.
Well, so far we've heard 34 in the cluster there at the hospital. And how many COVID-19 cases here on Maui?
Yesterday was 2 new ones and a total of 84.
Okay, well, only 2. That's good.
That's great news.
Yeah.
I expect, remember I mentioned that we did a ramping up of testing starting this past Tuesday
That was
in Lanai.
incredible.
Yeah. So I expect to have more numbers, because when you test more people, you're going to find more. Or if we're really lucky, and by Friday we're still at 2 and 2 and 2 across the board, then maybe we've been really fortunate and we've skated any spike. But I am expecting a slightly higher number because we've tested nearly more than twice the amount of people that we had the prior 3 weeks.
Now, we're going to be testing on the west side today, right?
That is correct. It'll be tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yes. And I know we're going to do it down by Laniapoku Park, and the traffic will come in from Lahaina. We're going to shut down Lower Road, the Lower Honopilani Highway, from Cut Mountain, that exit all the way to Hokiokio. And we will have them come in from Lahaina on that side of the roadway, which is the ocean side, make a U-turn just about the end, right where the bypass, goes to Cut Mountain. You come out the last exit from Lower Road onto the highway. Mm-hmm. And have them come back, and we're going to have tents and everything set up right next to where the farmers market used to use, that area right there. Mm-hmm. And we'll have everything set up for them, and then they'll, fill out the paperwork, get swabbed, and then they can leave.
And that's tomorrow, April 15th, right?
That is correct.
And then there's a food distribution, same place?
Same place, same route, the next day on April 15th.
Okay. One more question
Sure.
about checkpoints. Now, will I know that the checkpoints were done during the curfew, but will checkpoints be done during all hours of the day?
Well, we're reviewing that with the police. I agree that all day may be a little bit extensive. They did it because they wanted not only the curfew, but they wanted to get a good pulse of what was going on out there. And I think we've got some numbers to verify now. And so as far as checkpoints, I'm going to say we're going to evaluate that, today. In today's meeting, I have the National Guard, I have the police department, I have the park rangers, DoCare. I have all of the various law enforcement or other assistants with the law enforcement. And we will be evaluating at 8 o'clock a meeting. We have all of them coming together via teleconference. So I want people to know we believe in social distancing. And we're going to make some decisions on where, what, and how we're going to go forward from this point.
Okay. By the way, we love that only one visitor from out of state came to Maui yesterday.
I wish it was 0 at this time.
Yes.
But, what I'm finding is there are still people who are coming that are visitors, but their vacation rentals are timeshare.
Oh.
And so timeshare, you only have so much time to use it or you lose it for that year.
Right.
And so I think what makes it worse is there's bargain fares out there. So I can imagine some of these timeshare people that may have put it off, may normally not come or wouldn't come. They're coming because if they don't use it, they lose it. And, I feel for them. I understand. But how would you like it if I came to your town and had the potential of spreading a disease in your town? And that's my only question to them is why do it somewhere when you only want it done in your hometown?
Right. Well, we look forward to seeing you at 4 o'clock on, we always watch it on MauiNow.com.
Yeah, don't say that because then everybody thinks you're in the room.
Right. Anything else before we close our session today?
Yes. One more thing. Again, as I repeat at the end of all of my talks, aloha is not dead in Hawaii. Aloha is live and well. And we all have our own kuleanas. Take care of our hana. And please, please, follow the rules and policies set forward. If we continue to do that, I'm hoping by the end of this month, by April 30th, we could lift, partially at least, the rules that we have, and people can start to get back to some semblance of normalcy. But we all need to work together. We're in it together, and we'll come out together better for it. Mahalo.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Mayor Victorino. Aloha.
Aloha.
Take care of yourself.
The Home Depot is here to help, and we have many ways to help. You can download our app or go online to find the essential products and information you need.